I found myself pregnant at the age of, in the early 20s. I was drinking and partying and a little promiscuous at the time, and I found myself pregnant, and I didn't know what else to do. So I thought the abortion would be the easiest, softer way to have it eliminate the pregnancy. I was scared. I was afraid to tell anybody. For over 30-some years, I carried the guilt and the shame and the remorse of this abortion. And what I thought was going to be the easier, softer way turned out to be the worst choice that I could have made. And I was sitting in church one Sunday, and a young lady came up and told her story. And she shared how I felt. And that's when she mentioned the Heart Program. And I felt there was an answer. And so as soon as she was finished speaking, I went up and talked to her and got the information because I knew there was an answer. It was amazing how I felt. I felt that God loved me and I had been forgiven. And I felt in my heart that God used my biggest sin, He was going to use for His glory.
So I had my abortion 20 years ago in 2003. I was 36 years old. I was married to my husband at the time. We had been married for 16 years. We had 2 teenagers, and we found out I was pregnant. And I was actually a little excited because I had always wanted 6 children. My husband at the time, however, was not excited at all. He was super adamant that this child was not going to be born. So it was a really, really difficult time in our marriage and our relationship because we did not agree on this. Ultimately, we did make the decision to abort our 3rd child. I knew that this was not the right choice. However, I did want to preserve my marriage and save my family. I really expected this decision to be life-changing in a positive way. However, I underestimated the devastating effects in its aftermath because it really impacted me in a negative way. So in that year after the abortion, I was depressed. I even actually had suicidal tendencies because I was just so wrought with guilt and shame, yet I couldn't talk to anybody about it. My husband ended up separating himself from me. I ended up separating myself from him. A year later, he actually left me. So I came to Grace Church one evening at Divorce Care. I was in the restroom, the ladies' restroom, in the stall, and on the back of the stall, hurting from a past abortion, Heart, healing the effects of abortion-related trauma. And I was floored. So Heart is a 7-week confidential program for post-abortive women. We learn how to deal with our grief, our guilt, our shame. We learn to forgive, and we are forgiven.
It saved my life and my relationship with God. I know that I'm a precious child of God. I know that He loves me. I know that He was with me when I had my abortion, and He knew then that my sin would be used for His glory at one time. I had no idea. Just reach out. There's help there. We're here for you. Just get in contact with us, and we're going to do it.